president.
Welcome to my first Monday Night Football call in over a year. Tonight, it's the Carolina Panthers against the San Francisco 49ers. For Carolina, this is a chance to catapult themselves into the top spot in the NFC South. They came into tonight tied with Tampa, but the tiebreaker going to the Buccaneers due to divisional matchups. Panthers sweeping the Falcons, but losing to the Saints. With the Bucs having beaten both each at least once.
He put out, or he retruthed a lot of different individuals that have to do with Q. And one of them says, remember your oath. TikTok, let's destroy the deep state. Let's obliterate the deep state. Shadow of Ezra says, President Trump has flooded his True Social timeline with a series of Q-themed images, sending an encrypted message that the moment to act has arrived. One image urges supporters to remember your oath. Another shows Trump himself with the words TikTok, hinting that the countdown is nearly over. A third declares time to obliterate the deep state with "Do It Q" written across his shoulders. He finished with a V for Vendetta image saying, nothing can stop what is coming, shown without the mask. Isn't that interesting?
Get Yabu's ass off the court!
All of this now is happening, and we're getting one chance to do it and do it right. And Trump, he has announced it will be done in the strongest and most powerful terms. Final documents are being drawn. Let's go. So it looks like Soros, Obama, who have been working with the Muslim Brotherhood and many other foreign actors. It looks like with Antifa, who's now designated as a terrorist organization, the Muslim Brotherhood, who is part of this entire push, they're going to be designated as a terrorist organization. And in the end, this is going to allow Trump to go after all of these people and anyone that has been working with these terrorist organizations, accepting money or giving money to these terrorist organizations. Their days are numbered. And for people that think that the MAGA movement has been divided and Trump's poll numbers are low and he's not winning over the people, it's all fake news as usual. Scott Jennings put this out and says, Bush, at this point in term 2, Bush was at 78%, Obama 78%, Trump is at 87%. Trump then put this out. The Republican Party has never been so united as it is right now. Other than Rand Paul Jr. Massey, Marjorie Trader Brown, and a couple of other lowlives, and other than the fact that many want the election threatening filibuster terminated, the Dems will do it in the first minute of their first chance. And some don't. There is a great spirit and cohesion. Plus, the Republican Party is much bigger than it was when I announced in 2015, or ever was before. Many millions more members. We have now the strongest borders ever, biggest tax cuts, the best economy, highest stock market in USA history, and so much more. But the best is yet to come. Vote Republican. And think about the timing of Elon now revealing who's who. So now people are saying, yeah, you know what? Stick with MAGA. Stick with President Trump. He's been through it all. He's just in the way. We must complete this mission. And what is Trump doing? He's calling out those people that are standing in our way. Remember, we must win the House. We must win the Senate. And I do believe Trump is setting everything up so we do. Why? Because the Patriots are in control. Listen, everyone. Thanks a lot for listening. Be well, be safe, and especially be prepared. Thanks a lot.
Brock has been out for months due to a broken toe, and while Mac Jones did step up and get a good number of wins for San Francisco, 58 degrees in Santa Clara, Cali. I have no one in here tonight so far. Sorry about that. Never been a fan of Queen, to be honest. See, Carolina lost the flip, so they're going to. Carolina wins the flip, and they're going to defer. All 6 of wins have come when they won the coin flip. Received to the 15 to the 20, 25, 30, 25 down to 29. The main question for me is, do the 49ers still have their kicker, Eddie Piñato? And the 28. Purdy out of the gun. CMC in the back. But he is stuck for a game after a gain of 3. Shirtless on the coverage, on the tackle. 2nd and 7. From the 31. Gun CMC in the backfield. Drop back by Purdy. Dump pass to McCaffrey, but he gets tripped up and forced back to the original scrimmage line. 3rd down. Yeah, they're mostly a zone and drop coverage team. 3rd and 10. Same setup as last time. Will they go to CMC again, or are they going to go to Kittle or one of their wideouts? 3 left. Caffrey again dives. He got the 1st down. Barely kept it in bounds. From the 39. Hand off to McCaffrey. Looks for the seam. Carolina doesn't give him much. 2 or 3 yards on that reception, on that run. 2nd down. Robinson, Brown, Wharton, Bologna, Shirtless, Gibson, Scruton, and Horn, Monhurt, Scott, and Jackson are the 11 defensive players. 2nd and 7 from the 42. Purdy looks. And every play so far has gone to CMC. That gets 3. 3rd and 4 coming up. Game 4. Pearsall with the catch in Carolina territory. That's a pickup of 7. Up 6. Hicks to the Carolina 48. Last year, Pearsall's been out with a knee injury for the last 6 weeks. 1st and 10 on the 48. Fake of the handoff. Purdy being chased out of the pocket. Incomplete. I don't know who the hell he was looking for on that. Brian Robinson, huh? Derek Brown has started all 12 games this year for Carolina. He's been a boon in that front. The handoff is to Robinson. He gets a cut, and he's going to get 8. Or did he get 7 on that run? 7. And off to McCaffrey. He's got the first and down to the 36. After a gain of 5. Purdy drops back. Caught by Kittle. No, wait, that's not Kittle. 89. Sherrill. Oh, that was Luke Farrell who caught it. I'm not used to doing 49er games, so sue me. I've only done 3 in my whole lifetime, my whole career of doing this. Or 4, actually. Anyway, 2nd and 7, ball at the 32 of the Panthers. Pitch back to CMC. Finds the hole. 1st down. Gain of 8. Maybe 9. They give him 9. Do I still have that keep pounding towel? There it is. From the 24. McCaffrey on the pass, and he'll get 9. 2nd down. Pearsall with the lead block. Well, they give him 8. Second and 2. Robinson plows forward. He gets 4. And this was after Carolina had to run a guy past the neutral zone just to get him off the side, just to get him to the sideline. Just in the nick of time to avoid too many men on the field. I mean, the 12 men on the field penalty. That was so stupid. Anyway, 1st and 10 from the 12. Hand off to McCaffrey. Trying to get free. Not going anywhere this time. At best, he gets 1 yard. At worst, he's not going anywhere. 2nd down. They give him nothing. So McCaffrey only got back to the line at best. Fair enough. '49ers have been hitting the CMC button. 2nd and 10. Throw over the middle. This time to Kittle. Or Jennings. He's in. Touchdown, San Francisco. I actually thought that was Kittle for a second until I saw 1 instead of an 8. Jawan Jennings scores. Touchdown 49ers. Now the question is, what kind of state is Eddie Piñeiro in? We know he's got he has a bad leg. He pulled his hammy last week in Arizona. Another former Panther. I mean, seriously, 3 Panthers crowd him, but he couldn't hit. And Piñeiro connects. Oh, it's Matt Gay. Okay, I heard Gay was let go by the Commanders. I didn't think San Francisco would pick him up. Either way, 8 minutes and 43 seconds, 72 yards, 12 plays, or 15 plays. And San Francisco marches down the field. Can Bryce Young respond? Gay kicks it away. And Carolina will step shop inside at their 35. Let's see what Bryce Young can do. Last week against Atlanta, he had a career best 448 franchise record, 448 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks, got sacked and lost a fumble on 31 for 45. on 31 of 45 passing. Down in the backfield, looks like Carolina's going to try to fight fire with fire. The handoff to Rico. Up the gut. And he gets 4, maybe 5. Malik Mustafa on the stop. Tremble in motion. 2 to the left. And 2 to his right. Fakes the handoff. Young in trouble. Gets free. Dump. It's caught. But we got flagged. This could be coming back. It's probably going to be a hold on Carolina. That's on a Kwanu. And that cancels out a how many yard catch? $12-yard catch. That would have been a first down by Trumbull. Moves the ball back to the 29. 2nd and 16 for Carolina. Young drops back. Gonna screen it to Dowdle. And he's lucky enough to just get 2. 3. Carolina out of the gun on 3rd and 13 from the 32-yard line. And off to Chua. Short, just misses the first down marker. He gets 11 out of that. And it looks like Carolina's going to go for it. Okay, they give him 10. Martin to kick it away. That is a beauty punt. Was bouncing towards the end zone. It takes a Panthers 49er/Panther bounce towards the end zone inside the 10. San Francisco will set up shop at around the 9-yard line. Hello, Dylan Williams. .340 in the quarter. Nothing. Okay, I guess. I wonder if Dog's busy tonight. Christian McCaffrey, born in 1999, the son of Ed McCaffrey, was drafted by the Panthers in the 2017 season, led him to a wild card berth, but couldn't do much after an aging Cam Newton, idiot Ron Rivera, and a bigger shithead in Matt Rule. 2022 deadline, he got shipped out to San Francisco, and he has been thriving. Yeah. 9 plays on that drive went to CMC. San Francisco start this one off in the 8, and again, guess who's in the backfield? Yeah, it's Christian fucking McCaffrey. They pivot to an I form, fake of the handoff. Purdy drops back, goes over the middle, going deep, picked up by J.C. Horn. He's over the 20, 15. He had down the 16-yard line. Who is he going to on that attempt? Oh, he's going back to Jennings. What the hell are you doing, Mikal? 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. Think of the handoff. Young gonna run it. And he'll get a decent 4-yard pickup out of it. Oh, they gave him 5 on the run. Okay. 2nd and 5 from the 11. Dowdle in the backfield. Rico now in the backfield. Coker in motion. Now to Rico. Jordan Elliott plugs the hole. Gain of 1. Oh, they're going to give him 3. Ball will be on the 8. 3rd and 2. And when you consider the week before that, where they basically got their asses handed to them in the red zone, not being able to convert in anything against the Saints. One of the lowest for 3rd down red zone offenses is Carolina. Fake of the handoff. Young's going to scramble. And he's got 1st down just short of the goal line. Mustafa cut him off at the 1 after a gain of 7. First and goal from the 1. Who's it going to get? Who's going to get it? Fake of the handoff. Young. And it's picked in the end zone by the Niners, so the Panthers get nothing out of that. Why not just fucking run it, Bryce, huh? Why not just fucking run it? On 1st and goal at the 1, you could have just run it in, you son of a bitch. Intended for Evans. He overshot him, picked off by Jair Brown. You son of a bitch. And yet again, the red zone, the woes on the offensive end of the red zone bite Carolina in the ass yet again. I mean, seriously, Bryce, you could have just run the damn thing in. Week 13 begins with Thanksgiving Day, triple header, then the Black Friday special between Chicago and Philadelphia, where the alliance will be no more as suspicions and lust for power overcome both squads. First and 10 on the 20, CMC in the backfield. They hand it off. And McCaffrey gets 3. Maybe they'll give him 4. I don't know. Second and 6. He's going to be gassed tonight. That's a pickup of 7. That's a pickup of 9 for McCaffrey. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to put Robinson out there. This will be the last play of the quarter. 2-back set. And they can't get the snap off. First quarter ends, 7-0 San Francisco. Let's see how far Tom is to his total. Oh boy. I'll be right back, folks. I think my stomach is about to rupture. I mean, my bowels are about to rupture. Oh. Oh. And speaking of the devil, there's Marshall Falk himself. Oh, that's Roger Craig. Excuse me. Okay, so let's see what happened when I was in the can. They're going to go for it. I mean, what do you call their version of the tush push? The gold rusher? So what do you call this version of the tush push? Gold rusher? And they got it. Purdy gets the first down on the sneak. So what do you call it? Santa Clara shove? Well, technically there wasn't really a shove. It's just a default sneak, and he just went through the seam. So it's not really a tush push in the case of the 49ers. Gets him 3 and puts the ball on the Carolina 44. They're going to hand him McCaffrey again. And this bastard cannot be stopped. Pick up a 3. Second 7. Brock's going to have to take off. He's got the first down, dives, and gets it to the 31. Okay, they gave him 9 and give him 10. Including playoffs, Kyle Shanahan has a record of 85-70 in the 9 seasons he's been the coach of the Niners. This includes 2 trips to the Super Bowl where he screwed the pooch against Kansas City. From the gun, Purdy drops back, looks over the middle, caught by Kittle. No Jennings, but he's only going to get 4 out of that one. Let's look at the notable Niners injuries. Brock Purdy missed 8 games. Ricky Pearsall missed 6. Kittle missed 5. Brandon Ayuk hasn't played. Nicky Bosa out for the year. Fred Warner out for the year. And Michael Williams out for the year. Ankle injury for Warner. Knee injury for Bosa. Both are going to require surgery in the offseason. Second and 6 from the 28. Fake of the handoff. Swatted down at the line. Incomplete. Third down. Derek Brown with a nice leap. Third and 6. San Francisco will have to burn a timeout because of the play clock. 9:42 left in the half, and I've got to do a little more, you know what. It's a 30-second timeout. And speak of the devil, there's my rage. Thank you, Thomas Russ. God, that hurt. Third and 6. Ball on the 28 for San Francisco. In Carolina territory. Purdy out of the gun. Drops back. Goes over the middle. Picked again! And the Panthers will start their 20. He was looking deep middle for Pearsall. But Jackson says no. Cat, what the hell were you doing on that? First and 10 from the 20 for Carolina. Young scrambles. Dumped pass to McMillan. That's a gain of 6. Down Hubbard in the backfield now for the Panthers. They give it to Chua. 2. Third and 2. 8.5 minutes left in the half. Ball at the 28 of the Panthers. Carolina with it after another screw up. And McMillan has it go in and out of his hands, incomplete as it bounces off him. And Carolina has to go 3 and out. And Carolina goes 3 and out. Terror and McMillan couldn't bring that one in. And again, and like I said, 3 and out for Carolina. They have not been doing much on the offensive end of the ball. Martin kicks it away. Nice punt. Weak punt this time. And it'll be downed at the San Francisco 17-yard line. 55-yard punt, no return. 49ers ball when we come back with 8 minutes left in the half. Yeah, I'm going to be blunt. Giants don't have a shot next week. Even with Bullen taking over as even with Brian Doolan now taking over as defensive coordinator for the interim D coordinator for the Giants, damage was already done. Any wins the Giants do get from here on out do 2 things. 1, limit damage control. 2, elevate Mike Kafka's stock to be the full-time coach next season. Showing that the cancer that needed to be cut was, but now we have 2/3 of the cancer cut that been plaguing this team cut away. That being Brian Dable and Shane Bowen. The last third would be to get rid of Brian and get rid of Joe Shane. Mostly because while he's good with the logical free agency pickups, he's been hit or miss, more miss than hit. Hit with the draft and his inability to hold on to players long term that matter, like Saquon Barkley did. It's given, they taketh away. Giveth, and they fucking taketh away. First and 10 from the 17 for San Francisco. Weak eye set. McCaffrey fumbles it. Carolina's got it. No, they don't. San Francisco got it back. And that gives 16 yards on the fumble, or on the McKivitz recovery, 4 yards on the carry before he got knocked out. And instead, Carolina having the ball at the San Francisco 33. San Francisco maintains it. McCaffrey left side, taken down after a gain of 2. Carolina's not getting a lot of play calling time here so far. 2nd and 8 from the 35. Purdy fakes the handoff to McCaffrey. Going over the middle, picked again by J.C. Horn. And he's out at the 37-yard line. Kyle Shanahan is stumped. Thank God I don't have Purdy in my fantasy squad. First and 10 from the 32. 3. Faking the handoff to Dowdle. Dumps. And Jimmy Horn Jr. gets the first down for Carolina. Now to pick up a 10. Or 11. Only the second first down of the night for the Panthers. But sheesh, Brock Purdy has been atrocious in his second game back. Back in this first half. First and 10 from the 22. Rico in the backfield for the Panthers. Dow's got it. He's into the red zone. And he'll get 8. 7. I counted 8 on that. That Joe. Second 3 from the 15. I set to Dowdle. He's got the first. And he'll plow through to the 10 for a gain of 5. Carolina now starting to cook a little bit, but not much. I mean, Purdy, after that opening drive, it's been pick for Brock Purdy. Yeah, but then they got another NFC West juggernaut coming up next week, that being the Los Angeles Rams. And I'm not giving them much of a shot, to be perfectly fair. Young fakes the toss. And he has to run it out of bounds and just makes it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal. Well, they give him 1. 2nd and goal from the 9. High snap. Caught by Coker. And he'll get 5 to the 4-yard line. Young, given the limited amount of play time, time with the ball Carolina's had so far, you can't blame the stat sheet right now for how minimalistic Bryce has been so far tonight. Drop back. Dump to Hubbard, and he's gonna lose. And he's gonna lose those 5 yards that they just got. I think now you just play it safe and take the points. From 25, okay, it was a 2-yard loss. 3-yard loss. I thought it was 5. Ryan Fitzgerald to take the snap. He got it. Carolina's on the board, but not what I wanted. Either way, 7-3, San Francisco. 2:28 left in the half. It has been mostly San Francisco dominating with the offense, but the downside is each of their last 3 drives have been turned over because of the underthrows. Because either Brock is overshooting or he's undershooting his targets. 2 of them picked off by J.C. Horn, 1 picked by Mike Jackson. Oh no, Muhammad Diawara. That's not good. Now the Yabu's been doing much better. So Carolina goes 6 plays. Goes 7 plays, 3 minutes, 51 seconds, 26 yards, and they only get a field goal out of their 3rd pick of the night. Oh, now Cat can hit the long balls on the road? You son of a bitch. Jahmyr Gibbs, 219 yards, 3 touchdowns, 45 reception yards for 264 on the day against the Giants. Jameis Winston, 3 touchdowns of his own, 2 in the air, 1 as a receiver for 366 passing yards. The kick is away. Received at the 4. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 46. Richardson on the stop gives a relatively distant field to the 49ers. Does more. And look at the division leaders: the Bears, the Bucks, the Eagles, and the Rams. Wild cards right now, Seattle, Green Bay, San Francisco. On the outside looking in, the Lions, the Cowboys, and the Panthers. First and 10 from the 46. Brock Purdy in the gun. Screen pass. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. Loss of 1. At best, he got back to the line. And we go to the warning with 2 minutes left. Second down 10 when we come back. 7-3 at halftime. And 7-3 at the warning, excuse me. Fitbit. Sync it. Purdy going over the middle. This time it's caught. He's got Kittle over the middle. First down to the 28. Or the 29-yard line. Minute 26 from the 29. Going deep again. And nearly picked again by J.C. Horn. Just a little overshot. Again, he was looking for Kittle. Just a bit too high. And he threw behind him again. Who almost picked that? Who's 22 of Carolina? +15 yard passes tonight. Brock's only 1 out of 5 for 25 yards and 3 interceptions. Second and 10. He drops back again. Pressure coming. Kittle with the Incomplete as he dropped it. Swatted down. Third down. Morrig with the swat. Knocked it out of Kittle's hand. It's not a fumble as he didn't really make any football moves. I mean, at the very least, San Francisco's in field goal range to put this back to within a touch. Put this back to out to a touchdown at minimum. In any case, 3rd and 10, ball at the 29. 44 points allowed in the final 2 minutes of the first half, which is the second most coughed up by the in the league this year by which is the Panthers D. Purdy drops back, fires, almost picked again. This time it was going to Jennings. And unfortunately for Purdy, field goal unit. And Matt Gay will come out for a field goal. This will be from 47. And with 1:04 left. Waived by the Commanders last week, was signed to the 49ers practice squad after the Eddie Pinheiro injury on Thursday. Snap, hold, kick. He got it. 10-3 San Francisco. 1 minute left in the half. 10-3 49ers. It's a shame San Francisco has become a cesspool of crime and corruption. And I put emphasis on a cesspool of crime and corruption. But then again, we have a shitbag deep Democrat Party loading the place with illegal migrants. What do you expect? Takes away for the final minute of the half. That's going. They're going to run it out. 10, 15, 20, 26 yard line. Well, it's a definite better slate than last year's. Better slate of games than last year. First and 10, empty set from the 25 for Carolina, who will get the ball in the second half. Young drops back. Slant pass to Coker. To Sanders, and he'll get 6. Going over the middle, short, hit the ground, incomplete. He was looking for Leggett. Third down. And the reason for the small amount of yards for Carolina, half of the time they've had the ball, it's been in short field situations. And that got swatted, incomplete, as he got rid of it. And it's a 3-and-out for Carolina. And they're going to hit him for intentional grounding as no one was near him. That's a bullshit call, but whatever. Forces the kick back to the 21-yard line. Forces the team back to the 21. Yeah, McMillan should have cut back the other way and at the very least prevent that. Clock reset to 28 seconds. Kick is away. And a fair catch at the 35 with 17 seconds left. So what's San Francisco to do here? On the one hand, Brock is 12 out of 20 for 86 yards. On the other hand, and a touchdown. On the other hand, 3 of those 8 passes he screwed up on have been for interceptions. Purdy going to slant to Kittle, who's over the 40. Gets the first down, but he's still in bounds. San Francisco will take a timeout with 8 seconds left in the half. Personally, I think it's kind of a moot point to do that. So they only got 9 out of that catch. Okay. Purdy trying to get away. He does. I'm going to say incomplete. He split. He was out of bounds. 3rd and 1. And I think at this point, you just take the knee. And yeah, he was well out. Left ankle, right ankle. Personally, I just say take a knee at this point. You got none. There's not really much to do. You only got 3 seconds. You could try a Hail Mary, but that's usually a doomsday play in most cases. I just say take the knee if I'm Kyle Shanahan. If I'm Kyle Shanahan, I just say take a knee. And Dave Canales is going to burn a timeout. Why? It has not been pretty for Purdy. Watch right here. He was lucky that the Panthers returned the favor and turned the ball back over. Here, near the end zone, picked off. And here, trying to get to midfield, picked again by J.C. Horn. Too many undercuts on the passes, on his throws. He started the game 6 out of 7, 33 yards and a touchdown, but that was because he was mostly letting Christian McCaffrey touch the ball. Since then, he's 7 of his last 13 of his last 14 passes. 3rd and 1 from the 45 or 4. Slant pass to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 37-yard line to end the half. First half's over with the score. San Francisco 10, Carolina 3. Not a pleasant half if you're a fan of the Panthers. 6 out of 10 for Bryce Young, 28 yards and an interception. Rico Dowdle only 19 yards on the ground. Bryce Young 3 for 13 yards on the ground. Sheila Hubbard 2 for 12 for 44 yards on 9 carries. Jimmy Horn Jr. leads the Panthers in reception with 1 catch for 11 yards. Everyone else only has one that has caught the ball, has only got 1 catch. Sanders with 6 yards, McMillan with 6, Coker with 5, Dowdle with 3, Chuba Hubbard with -3. Kittle leads all 49ers receivers with 3 catches for 45 yards. McCaffrey 5 for 40, Jennings 2 for 16 and a touchdown. Pearsall 2 for 6, Robinson Jr. 1 for 4, Farrell 1 for 3. On the ground game, 12 for 43 yards for Purdy, 2 for 12 for McCaffrey, 2 for 12 for Purdy, 2 for 11 for Robinson. The big factor is that despite going 14 for 23 with 114 yards and a touchdown, Purdy has been picked off not once, not twice, but 3 fucking times. Throwing a near lost fumble by McCaffrey, only be recovered by Colton McKivitz. Trayvon Moore and Nick Scott leading the Panthers with 6 tackles. Malik Mustafa leading San Francisco at 6. J.C. Horn, 2 pickoffs, return for 36 yards. Jair Brown with a pickoff for a touchback. Fitzgerald, the only points for the Panthers. Matt Gay with 4 of the 10 for the 49ers. My kingdom for a rate, Tom. A rate, yes, you mofo. Anyway, 13-3 first downs in favor of San Francisco. 4 for 7 versus 1 for 5 on the third down efficiency in favor of San Francisco. 180 to 72 total yardage for San Francisco. 39 plays to 19 for San Francisco. 2 penalties for 20 yards against Carolina. 19:07 being time possession for San Francisco. 10:53 for Carolina. This is one moment where the Panthers slipped up. Young could have cut towards the left outside and run it in for a touchdown. Instead, he tried to throw it, Tremble to his wide out, who was covered in double coverage, and a pickoff. Next week, it's the Giants and the Patriots. Week 14, Eagles and the Chargers. Panthers have won 3 road games in a row after dropping 18 of their previous 20 this year going into this game. I'm on. What happened? Shane Bowen's bullshit defense, which led to him getting pink slipped today. I mean, we've been calling for that piece of shit, Shane Bowen's pink slipping, for over a year on the ABSN, or close to a year at least. Why does it sound like Chris Berman has throat cancer these days? Just thought I'd ask. We're going to go to the third quarter in about 4 minutes. With the score, San Francisco 10, Carolina 3. Can we please drop the damn 6-7 meme? It's so fucking stupid. Then again, TikTok is guilty of brain rotting kids, which is why I didn't put the damn app in. Not good. Job, cat. Oh, it's a quad. This was what I was worrying about with Cat with that quad issue. Mike Brown is running this team into the ground with the injury bug. Yeah, it's the quad. Can we drop the damn Queen references? This was the first play of the game for drive of the game for San Francisco. But here's where Carolina has been keeping it close. The turnover battle. And we begin quarter number 3. Gay to kick it away. Damn right. This is the 9th time this year that Carolina comes into the half down. Tied in the league. Tied for most games in the league. Coming out of half down in a game. They were down against Dallas. They were down against Buffalo, New Orleans. Second game with Atlanta, Miami, Arizona. The kick is away. Received at the 2 by ETN. Over the 10, 15, 20, 25. Fumbles it, but Carolina is able to recover it at the 26. You dodged a bullet there, Trevor. Ball's on the 27. The ball got popped out to 29. Dowdle in the backfield. Coker in motion. Pitch to Dowdle. Gets free. He's over the 35, 40, and brought down the 45, gain of 18. 17. Damn right they do. Damn right. Not good for Carolina right off the bat in the second half. No chance. Chandler Savala, their starting right guard, Chandler Savala, is down 17 seconds into the half. Pistons Celtics at 5, Timberwolves Thunder at 7, Rockets Warriors at 10 on Wednesday night.
New free Inner Circle membership program makes filling up rewarding with everyday fuel discounts every fill up. Make life a little easier. Start saving on fuel now. Download the Circle K app and join today for free. The only thing better than Thanksgiving is deep fried Thanksgiving. 40% off select Stanley this Christmas at Academy. Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best price.
First and 10 from the 44. Single back formation. Pistol set. Young trips, but he's able to stay on his feet. He's going to run over the 45. But we got a flag in the secondary. What's the call? Probably going against Carolina. And it's Mitchell Evans, the guilty party. And there's the hold on White, number 47 of San Francisco. So that basically erases a 5-yard run for Carolina. Erases a 7-yard pickup. First and 20, Carolina from their own 34. They have not had a lot of luck. Play clock at 5. And off to Dowdle, he's only going to get 1 this time. Second down. He's only going to get 2 this time. Keon White with the takedown. The Giants were one of the first teams to get to 10 losses, and they've lost 6 straight, but now they've got rid of both cancers at the very least. Second and 18, ball at the 36. Young drops back. Going to do a slant route, caught by Dottle. And he's forced out the 47, gain of 12. Gain of 11. Am I not surprised Ariel can't hit a free throw? Third and 7. Average yards to go on third downs for Carolina has been 5, and they're 1 of 5 in this. This is their 6th attempt at it. Hubbard now in at the gun, in the pistol set. Drop back by Young. Goes over the middle. That's swatted away from McMillan. Green with a knockaway, and again, the Panthers are going to have to punt it. Tough break for Carolina. I mean, this is the kind of thing when you're dealing with a Robert Saleh defense. He constantly brings pressure. He ensures that he forces you to go to the ground. You're not going to beat a Saleh run defense with an air game. That one actually went through the hands of McMillan. In any case, punt unit for Sam Martin. 227, and they only get, 20 yards on that drive? 18 yards on that drive, 19 yards on that drive. And that one's going into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see if Purdy can get his head out of his ass. He got picked off 3 times in the first half. Can he calm it down? 12:35 to go in quarter number 3, 10-3 San Francisco. I think it's a good thing that at least in my NFL.com fantasy league, I didn't start Bryce this week. I was basically forced into it this week. With Tua on bye and Penix out for the rest of the year in the Aboriginal one. Yeah, on the damn app. I know Donald, when this game when the game between the Knicks and Nets ends, he's going to go off on Brooklyn. I mean, low-hanging fruit, yes, admittedly, but still. Is there a point in that?
Cheese bacon, Angus beef, bacon, and Swiss and American cheese melted on our soft buttery sourdough. And our grilled cheese breakfast sandwich with sausage and bacon and fried
First and 10, McCaffrey in the backfield. Fakes a handoff. Purdy's going to have to dump it to McCaffrey. He'll get 5, 10, 13. Shoulders out with concussion. Horn questionable with a headshot. From the 32, Purdy drops back. Pressure comes. Caught by McCaffrey at the retreat. And at best, he only gets 1 yard. Second and 9 from the 33 for San Francisco. Hand off this time to Robinson. And he gets 4? Yeah, 4. Derek Brown on the stop. Ball on the 37-yard line in San Francisco territory for the 49ers. Through week 11, the Panthers have given up 22.8 game, almost 23 points a game on that. Throw caught by Kittle, first down. Gain of 10. Oh, they gave him 7. I could have swore it was 10, but whatever. From the 44, McCaffrey in the backfield again. Purdy fakes the Kittle, and he gets tripped up. Gain of 6. Hand off to McCaffrey. He's got 5. First down. Oh, they gave him 7. Yeah, they gave him 5. Oh, they gave him 4, excuse me. Through week 11, McCaffrey's only averaged 3.7 yards a carry. Tonight, he's only averaged 3.6. But then again, when you consider that Carolina knows how well he can run and how often he's getting the ball on both sides, both as a receiver and a runner tonight, 100 scrimmage yards, pitch to Robinson. He's going to go to the outside, and he's going to get to the 37-yard line, pickup of 8. Like I said, I'm glad I chose not to start Young in one of my leagues this week. And out to Robinson. Just gets the first down. He's still going. $100 total yards to the rest of the team's 126. There's John Lynch, the Elkhorn, the handoff to Robinson. Down he goes. Getting it 2. And that means CMC will have to come out and come back out. 6:57 left in the third, 10-3 San Francisco. And the 49ers threatening. And with the ball at the Carolina 32. And the fact that San Francisco hasn't been called for penalties yet is a bit frustrating for me.
According to sources, Mike Kafka made the decision after 2 weeks of assessing his defensive scheme and his game plan and did not agree with him. Made a judgment call, in my opinion, a good one. Long overdue, but done nonetheless. Charles Cullen is promoted to defensive coordinator, interim defensive coordinator. He is familiar with the edge rushers and the outside linebackers. That was his position group. So hopefully he can get the best out of these guys and know how to use these guys. You got dogs like Dexter Lawrence.
Qualified buyers can get 0% financing on this 2026 Silverado with over $7,800 total value. Plus, get $1,250 trade assistance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. You know, there's millions of people without the health insurance they need. I get it. You feel like it's too pricey and heavy to deal with. That's not worth it. You deserve something better and better. We're on a mission to get everyone high-quality health insurance. We plan to look at other premiums with an everyone doctors and rewards program for making healthy choices. Nice. That's why we're America's #1 marketplace health insurance. So call us or go online now and better health. On a mission for good. Nice job. You wrapped a gift. You deserve a sweet reward. Blue Raspberry Refreshers from Florida. We remember your unique life. You made it through local story time. You take the holiday lights. Instead, you deserve a new Frosted Berry water pressure with blueberry roasties. With sweet cold milk. Original treat on every selfie. What a better.
Second and 9. McCaffrey in the backfield again. They're going to hand it to him. And he's not getting anywhere this time. Gain of 3, though. He will get 3 out of that one. 3rd and 6 coming up. Current drive, 10 plays, 51 yards. Looking to make it a 2-score game is San Francisco. And they could do that with a field goal. And that's not good if you're Carolina. Jackson on the outside. Caught by Jennings. Deeks first down, and he's in Carolina territory at the 18-yard line after a gain of 11. 10, excuse me. I thought it was 11, Joe. Pretty easily and sees what they're trying to do. Comes underneath that voided zone. 17 touchdowns in their last 20 red zone drives. One exception was a recent pickoff move. Okay, technically that wasn't in the red zone, but you get the point. From the 19, weak guy set. Pitch to CMC to the 15 and down to the 13. Gain of 7. Oh, down to the 12. Excuse me. I lost count. And now Corey Thornton's down. This is not going to help the Panthers. There's with this amount of injuries. And I mean, from what I remember, doesn't Levi Stadium have actual grass, not artificial turf? But either way, this is not going to help when you're playing Los Angeles next week. This is not going to help Carolina because they got to face Arizona, because they got to face Los Angeles next week. We'll take another timeout. 5:03 to go. 10-3 San Francisco. Pizzas are just $9.99 when I mix and match. I figured premium pizzas, premium prices. But what do I know? Clearly not as much as insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like getting the straight this King Henry, but getting that King Henry. Allah! Salutations! I'm the lead of the team. No, I don't want to. Oh, Harry! Behold my majestic stride! You okay? Oh, I am not. Don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. War Games! Corey Thornton was able to get up and walk off the field. More like limp off. Sean Smith-Wade now in 2nd and 7 from the 12. I set. They're going to give it to McCaffrey again, and they can't stop him. He's got the first down, and he's in. Touchdown 49ers. I think I remember why I don't do Monday nighters these days. Snap, hold, kick, good. After 23 touches of the ball, McCaffrey, 16 of them on the ground, McCaffrey's finally into the end zone.
Yeah, Schwab likes to invest and trade on your own. And if you want, they can even manage it for you. Not to mention, Schwab has a team of specialists for taxes, insurance, and estate planning, all with low fees.
You're right about here.
Schwab, a modern approach to wealth management. 3, 2, 1, Nuggets! Hi, I'm Kylie. I'm John. I'm Gish. And a little thing we love about the 30-pound Chick-fil-A nuggets is sharing it in the car during the holidays. I do love that. We will pack the car with gifts, and of course, we go and pick up our family's favorite nuggets. Every nugget is tasty times quadrillion. And we get all the signs. Yeah, the ooey gooey mac and cheese is a big hit. Everyone from 1 to 116 love Chick-fil-A's chicken nuggets. Your guests pay for their testimonials. This is the story of the one who knows being ready for the unexpected.
Even if I had started young, they wouldn't have done much damage to me. At least not in this league. I can't say the same for the one against the Leaf. I'm getting my ass kicked.
We're back in Santa Clara, and this week, NFL players are wearing custom cleats through My Cause, My Cleats to spotlight the causes closest to their hearts. Visit NFL.com/My Cause, My Cleats to learn their stories, pick out their cleats, and support the charities making a difference. You see Santa Clara right there, and they're wearing 2 different ones to represent 2 different causes. Joe, we'll tell you a little bit more about those in just a moment.
That drive goes 8 minutes and 43 seconds. Oh, wait, that was it. After giving up a touchdown, an 8-minute drive, a 7.25 minute drive, and 3/4 minute drive given up by the Panthers has them down 2 scores. ETN gets a first, and he will set up shop at the 32-yard line for Carolina.
Style housing, essential facilities, and long-term support for those facing hard times in Hawaii. You see Blanche there with
First and 10 from the 32. Fake of the handoff to Chua. Bryce chased out of the pocket. Gonna fire it. And incomplete. He was looking for McMillan, and he overshot, and McMillan missed it. Second down. Second and 10. He drops back. Screen pass to Hubbard. Gets away. He's got the first down and a pickup of 14 for Chua Hubbard. Yeah, tonight, Bryce is only thrown for 54 yards. This is more like the Bryce Young we saw when he started in 23. Dowdle in the backfield. Granted, he's not fumbling the ball, but the point is, oh, that's Chua still in the backfield. Up the gut. And pick up a 4 to move the ball to midfield. Yeah, the last 2 losses they've suffered in the last 7 weeks. A blowout at the hands of Buffalo, which was expected to be perfectly fair, and the upset and the trap game against New Orleans, both at home. Fake of the handoff. What's Young going to do? Screen pass to Chua. He'll get the first down at least and be pulled out at the 41-yard line. Gain of 9. Or they're going to give him 10 at the 40. At the very least, now the Panthers are starting to move the ball. Salah's not leaving those deep routes open. I'll give Robert Saleh that much, since coming back to San Fran. But Chua has been basically the main target for this whole game. 1st and 10 for Carolina. Ball at the 30 at the San Francisco 40. Screen back to Chua. On the left side this time. He gets free, and he's going to get 6. And this is the longest drive of the night for Carolina. This one has gone 34 yards. Second and 4 from the 34. They get the snap off. Caught by Leggett. He'll get 5 out of that catch and step out with 1:37 left in the third. Ball now on the 29. Pass game tonight has been dog shit for Carolina. 75 yards and 11-17 for Bryce Young. 1 catch by McMillan for 6 yards. Leggett with his first catch for 5. It's been Chua Hubbard who's been the main catch target tonight for Carolina with close to half of the yards that Bryce Young has managed to accumulate tonight. From the 29-yard line. Over the middle. There should have been a dog call on that, to be perfectly honest. Where the hell was he going with that one? Drop back. Young going to throw it deep. Touchdown! Terrora McMillan! And Carolina's back in the game! Oh, hey, Cave. 29-yard catch for McMillan, and the Panthers get in the touch in the end zone. Well, this game's doing a little better than I expected it would, Cave. Want to come in? Got it, but we got flagged.
Defense number 92. Carolina has chosen to enforce that penalty from the 2 to the 1 and go for 2 points. Yeah, the center of long snapper is a defenseless player, so any forcible contact in the head neck area is a foul.
Whether the Panthers get this or not, it will be a one-score game. I mean, it's a one-score game regardless. 49 seconds left on the clock in the third quarter. Can they make it 6 points? Young going over the middle, incomplete. And the Panthers will not convert the 2-point play. I would have just taken the 1. 17-9 with 49 seconds left. At the very least, the Panthers have reduced this to a one-score game. He was looking for Coker, and he overshot him, and he threw behind him. I would have just run that with Rico or Chua. Whatever. Probably tipped it. Kicks away. Month at the 10. Or even down 6. Guy will return to the 30-yard line. Purdy going over the middle. It's caught. To Juwan Jennings, gain of 8. I think they're going to hand it to, is it Robinson or it's McCaffrey who's out there? I mean, Purdy has calmed it down a bit. Trying to get a Panther to jump, and instead they're just going to let the clock run out for the, and we'll start the final quarter. Panthers running out of time. San Francisco 17, Carolina 9. Fine. There it is, Cave. Click on it. On the Bounce Network? What the?
Salute.
Salute, Cave. Seriously, they're having the Rangers and Hurricanes have their game on the Bounce Network this Wednesday?
Are you serious?
I just found out now. And the only reason I'm watching this game is I'm backdooring it through my local CBS.
See, the Panthers look like they're gonna make a comeback, huh?
I don't know. I mean, Purdy has calmed it down since that disastrous first half where he got picked off 3 times.
Yeah, who got picked up 3 times?
Purdy.
Wow, and the Panthers are still losing.
Mm-hmm. Mostly because, I mean, this would be a 17-13 game instead of a 17-9 game if Bryce Young just ran in the end zone when they got the pick off that got in the red zone and he threw a pass that got picked off back.
Well, yeah, I heard about that because I couldn't watch him. But man, yeah, you on the goal line, you got to score, man. You can't really throw. You got to run that ball.
I mean, at least the Giants did something smart today and finally fired Bonehead Bowen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good thing, man.
You know,
But
honestly,
the
he should have
but
been
the
fired.
but the
You know, honestly, he should have been fired as soon as week 2.
yeah, but the Panthers played just like the Giants on the goal line when they threw the interception. They did the same bonehead
McCaffrey
play.
finds a hole. He's over in the Carolina territory, brought down to 45. Did the ball get loose? Or was he down by contact? Down by contact at the 44. He was. Hand came down before the ball popped out.
Yep.
Gain of the ball's at the 44, 22. I mean, 21. Or, no, it was 22. Fake of the handoff. Purdy going to go short route to Kittle. He's over the 40, 35, 30. Brought down just shy of the 25 in Carolina territory.
Wow.
Gain of 19. I mean, when you consider that at least 2 of the best defenders Carolina's got are out of commission for the rest of the game, not surprising this is happening. Their defense is being picked apart. In all honesty, I kind of guessed it'd get picked apart tonight. And it's going to get worse next week because they got Los Angeles.
It's crazy. Every time the offense scores a touchdown, the defense gives it right back.
From the 26-yard line, 78 yards for Kittle. They're going to hand off to McCaffrey. He's not getting anywhere this time. Gain of 1 at best. I mean, you wondered with all the injuries San Francisco has on their D-line, how is it they're in the wild card hunt right now?
Because they make the plays when it counts. Guys step up and make plays. That's all it is.
That, when you consider defensively, Robert Saleh is far more tactically flexible and pragmatic. In other words, he's smarter than Bowen ever would be.
Yep.
Purdy drops back, fires, caught by Jennings. He gets hit. Tries to stretch, but he's going to be about 2 yards short of the first down marker. Pick up a 7. It's been a lot of motion play by San Francisco. No, this is only the 3rd Panthers game I've called since I started streaming a few years ago.
I bet you if San Francisco get close, I bet you they're going to kick a field goal instead of not.
They're going to sneak it. And the Purdy push, I think he got it. He did. Yeah, San Francisco's version of the tush push. The Purdy push.
Purdy push.
I would use another word that begins with a P and end with a push, but I'm not going to say it because it's too inappropriate.
Right.
In any case, 1st and 10, ball now at the 15 of Carolina. Hand off to McCaffrey, but he gets taken down in the backfield, loss of 4 by Martin Scott. Oh, 3. Excuse me, Joe Buck. And for those wondering why Matt Gay is now kicking for San Francisco, Pinero's out with a hamstring, and they had to scramble to get a new place kicker.
I wonder if Carolina will be able to only hold them to a field goal.
Don't know. They've been choking it up. 2nd and 13, ball at the 18-yard line. Fake of the handoff. They're going to throw to McCaffrey in the backfield. He gets cut down. Loss of 5. Sean Smith-Wade with a loss of 6. I don't know what the hell they were doing with a screen pass that was read like a book.
Good D.
We need a turnover. Panthers need a turnover here. They don't need a stop. 3rd and 18. 7 out of 10 on 3rd down conversions is San Francisco tonight. They fake the hand. Now they're going to hand off to Robinson. Carolina wasn't expecting it, but at the very least, he stopped at the 11 after a gain of 13.
I bet you they're gonna kick a. I bet you they're gonna kick a field goal. They're not just gonna try to go for 7. Smart teams do that. Kick a field goal.
Okay,
Get the
I'll
point.
admit Kafka made the one. That was the one F up that Kafka made yesterday. But look at these injuries for Carolina. Charlotte's concussed, Horn concussed. The 2 guys out with leg injury. This is from 29. Chip shot. Got it. 29 San Francisco. 9:21 left on the clock.
Hey, that's a victory for the Panthers. They just get a field goal. That's cool.
Yeah, but it took this long. But it took until late second half, 11th hour of the second half. I mean, the third quarter, just for Bryce Young for them to get anything going.
Now Carolina has to get a touchdown, or they have to get a field goal to keep it a 1-score game, and then stop the 49ers and then try to get a game time touchdown.
At all costs. Just as
No.
I know
that. I know they need a touchdown, but a field goal is just as good too.
Just as a heads up, I'm not doing the NXT stream tomorrow night. Spoilers came out. I mean, it's a holidays. Episodes get pre-taped, but this leads to spoilers as a trade-off, and I don't want to get spoiled, so I'm not going to bother with it.
Nope.
I mean, I did this last year with the Christmas and New Year's episodes of New Year's Eve specials for NXT. Next time I'm coming on, it's not until I have to predict War Games until Friday night when I have to predict War Games.
War Games?
Yeah, War Games. Survivor Series. So what's the damage to Cat?
No damage. He still played. He played afterwards, but he's been. I know that's what I've been saying too, man. I don't know at some point when it's going to go.
The other thing I'm pissed of is what is with this rumor about trading him for Anthony Davis? No.
Yeah, I know, man, but that's always going to be, as a Knicks fan, there's always going to be rumors when some stars is available, which I don't want either. I'd rather just keep Cat or whatever. Or if I could trade Cat, I'll trade. If I could trade Cat, I'll trade him for Giannis. That's about it. But I'm not trading him for no Anthony Davis.
Is someone who can't keep himself in shape? He's a glass cannon. Can we please stop with the damn Queen references? Without Purdy, Kittle, and McCaffrey playing, 13 and 15 are the 49ers since week 7 of 2022, including playoffs. And when they do play, they're 26-8. Look, can someone explain what's the deal with the damn Queen music all night? Kick is away, and Carolina will set up at the 35 as ETN knees it in the end zone. In all honesty, this should be 20-13, not 20-9. Tonight, Purdy, 22 of 31, 185 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 picks. Christian McCaffrey, 20 carries for 79 yards and a touchdown. Kittle, 6 receptions for 78. Yeah, Kittle had been out since the opener.
Mm-hmm.
In any case, 1st and 10, ball at the 35 for Carolina. They got Dowdle in the backfield in the pistol set. Drop back. Young looking. He's going to go middle right. Nearly picked. He was looking for McMillan. That was nearly picked by number 20. Underthrown, if you ask me. Or rather, to his left.
And that Stout almost made the play.
Think so. Off his hands. Upton Stout. First all-team Cuba pick was a third-round pick from West Kentucky.
Mm-hmm. Upton Stout.
Making a handoff to Dowdle. Caught by Coker. He's over midfield, and he's going to be brought down at the 48, maybe the 47. Gain of 18. And gain of 17, maybe 18.
Yep. Panthers got to hurry up.
I'm going to say it's on the 47, so we got 18. Empty set, 8:42, clock ticking. 1st and 10, Carolina at the San Francisco 47-yard line. Young changing the play. Caught by Leggett, but he's only going to get 2, maybe 3 out of that catch. They're going to give him 2. Yeah, last week was a miracle win for Carolina.
Mm-hmm. Can they do it again?
Not against this defense, I don't think. 2nd and 8, ball at the 45.
Well, I mean, the 49ers banged up on defense, too.
Empty set. Young drops back. Caught by Coker, and he'll step out at the 40. Gain of 7. At the 40. At the 35. Gain of 8. Or 38. I don't know. Let's see, where was the ball at? They give him 10. Under 7.5 to go. 1st and 10 from the 35. I don't know if that's Dowdle or Chua in the backfield. 4 wideouts, 3 to his right. They get the snap off. Chased out of the pocket. Young's going to have to floor it. He's going to take it himself and step out after a gain of 1. At the very least, he avoids the sack, but clock still ticks. Bryce Huff. Wasn't he the guy that the Jets traded to San Francisco, or did he walk in San Francisco?
Yep. The Jets actually went to, I think, did he went to Philadelphia or something? Then Philadelphia, I think.
Oh.
Then he went to the
2nd and
Eagles.
8, they gave him 2. Empty set. Drop back. Over the middle. And it's intercepted.
Oh, my God.
Picked off by Brown again. Jair Brown again. Pick number 2 for number 27.
Wow.
Went over the middle. He was looking. McMillan was out of position, tried to dive for it, but it was too late. .6:27 to go, 20-9 San Francisco.
Well, hey, what do we say? Guys are in position to make plays. Other teams, guys make plays. Our guys don't make plays. Those guys are in position to make the plays, and they're making them play. That was a tough interception, and he made the play.
And Carolina needed this game just to get to the division leaders table. Who does Tampa have
Yep.
next week?
Let's see what Tampa play. The Bucks play. Let's see who they play. The Tampa, they play Arizona. They at home against Arizona.
Oh, that's an easy win. They'll be up a game and a half on Carolina.
Yeah, we play Arizona. Atlanta's at the Jets.
Carolina's got Los Angeles here, like I said, and they're probably going to get clobbered. Giants are going to get gunned down in the foxhole.
Yeah, it's my Monday Night Football. Giants at New England.
Will Dart even be healthy enough to play?
I think he'll play. I think Dart will play. He'll pass concussion protocol. He'll come out. But that's up to the Giants if they want to hold him out for another week. And then I think at the New England is a bye week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Carolina, New England, and one other team are the last batch to get a bye week.
Yeah, I think the Giants will hold them out. I think they'll hold if they do, they'll hold them out. It'll be New England, the Giants, San Francisco, and Carolina with a bye week. Man, so we like the last 4 teams to get a bye.
Mm-hmm.
Patriots, Giants, 49ers, and the Panthers. Wow, okay. I didn't know. I thought them other teams had a bye week already. So, man, okay.
And then who do we get? Washington or Minnesota? And which game is Pat? Out of those two, which one is Pat going to pick a tailgate for?
Well, I don't think he's going to do no tailgates. Washington is playing that. When we come back off the bye, we home against the Commanders. With the way the Giants been playing, anybody ain't doing none of that stuff. Giants been terrible.
Fair enough. 1st and 10 from the 26. Hand off to McCaffrey. He's going to go up the middle, try to cut to the outside. He's only going to get 2. I mean, why not throw it to Xavier Legette? He was wide open. And there should have been a pass interference on there by Green.
Yep. But that's what they do for them teams, man. They don't make calls for the good teams. They won't make calls. See, that's what I'm saying. That's how them teams be winning games and stuff like that. They won't make a call.
And this is why we need robo refs.
I mean, it was clear as day he was holding his arm.
Delay a game on San Francisco. This will push it 5 yards back.
But see, the thing with Carolina, they should have took advantage of those 3 turnovers by Brock Purdy. You got to take advantage of the turnovers. That's going to come back to bite them.
We need robo refs because it's the human element of the game is basically tainted by referee bias.
I know.
Why do you think in baseball next year they're going to have the automatic balls and strike system? Second and 12 from the 24. They hand it off to McCaffrey. He's not going anywhere on that run. And if I'm Carolina, I start burning a timeout or 2 at this point.
Yep, that's why San Francisco's running the ball. They want them to use their timeouts.
Shotgun formation. McCaffrey in the backfield, 2 receivers to his left. Brock drops back. It's caught, but not enough for the first down. Who's number 5 for San Francisco?
Number 5. Who is that? Forgot that dude's name. Let me see.
Carolina burns a timeout.
Carolina finally burns the timeout.
4:54 left on the clock. It's a 4th and 4. So who's number 5 on San Fran?
Number 5 is Demarcus Robinson.
Haven't heard from him in a while this year, have we?
Mm-mm. So Juwan Jennings is out there. Ricky Pearsall, he's been out a lot too. Ricky Pearsall.
Especially after getting shot last year.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Morstead
whatever,
took
Robert
it
Sala.
away. First punt of the night for the 49ers, believe it or not.
Yeah, see, they used like what 2 minutes off the clock on that interception.
Take it away. ETN at the 28, over the 30, runs into his own man, and it'll be brought down to 34 with 4:44 to go.
See, his own man wasn't even blocking. Dude, what are you doing? You're supposed to be out there blocking people, not standing around.
It's been play action and motion combos by San Francisco. And of course, most of the time, who's been his passing target? It's either been CMC or it's been Kittle. Empty set.
Yeah, you would think.
4 wide for Young to his left. Young drops back over the head of Coker, incomplete.
Good grief.
I mean, this is the Young we were familiar with when he showed up in the league in 23.
Mm-hmm.
Ironically, ever since the 2017-2018 season, Carolina hasn't won more than 7 games in any year since that. They went 7-9 in 18-19, 5-11 from 18 to 21, and from 19 to 21. Dump pass to Dowdle. He finds a seam, and he's going to get to the 47-yard line, pick up a 12. Or 11, excuse me. 2023, they only won 2. Last year, they won 5. Again.
Mm-hmm. They're a young team, man.
And 2022, they only won 7. I mean, firing down the mid to the corner. Caught by Leggett. He'll step out with 4:08 left. Gain of 14. Carolina's lost each of their last 72 when they trail by 7 or more in the fourth quarter. And it looks like you can make this number 73 in this case. Ball to 41. One after a pickup of 15. Young drops back. Chased out of the pocket. He's going to have to fire it. Caught! Xavier Leggett at the 26. Pick up a 15 again. And we got a late flag. What's the call? Oh, shit.
Illegal touching?
He stepped out and then he came back in to catch it.
Come on, dudes. They be close to that sidelines too much.
There, watch the left foot. It's out of bounds. See?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. It's just like you be too close to that sidelines. Man, come on, man. You gotta know where you at on the
That's
field.
going to push them back to their own. That's going to nullify the catch.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they throw flags on that. You could just say incomplete. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Young
But as a
drops
receiver,
back, and down he goes. Loss of 9. First sack of the night. Farrell with the sack.
Is Iku Aquanu playing?
He is. Oh, it's a loss of 8. Selin Farrell. First sack of the night for either team tonight. 3rd and 18. The ball's been put back at the 49. No call, no horse tackle call, and San Francisco will burn a timeout with 3:26 left. You know what I find depressing, Man
What?
Cave? With all the
What?
football games I've called this year, you know how many times the road team has won?
Don't say 0.
Twice.
Wow.
Carolina over the Jets in week 7 because I had to pivot from what I was going to do Washington against Dallas because of Deadlock Pro Wrestling commitment and show I committed myself to go to, and the game between Washington and Detroit a couple of weeks ago.
Giants face the Patriots with opposite records. Giants 2-10, Patriots 10-2.
I'm so glad Pat's calling that game and I can't pick it up. 3rd and 18 from the 49. Young drops back. Pressure comes. He's going to go a slant pass to Dowdle. I don't understand that. He'll get 10. 4th and 8 coming up. And if you're Carolina, you got to go for it here.
Fred Warner.
They're going for the field goal. Seriously?
Yeah, I can
57.
understand though. I can understand though, because they can make it 20-12 as a 1-possession game, and then if you can stop it and get the
Shank
ball
it
back.
wide
But
left. Shank it wide
never
right.
mind. Never mind. Yeah. Whoa. I mean, that didn't even have a chance.
Bad shank.
Yeah.
At this point, San Francisco can just run out the clock with 2:41 to go.
Yep, San Francisco. The 2-minute warning, and that's it. 2-minute warning, 2 timeouts. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that is horribly shanked.
Yeah, if he'd have made that, the game would have been way more interesting if he'd have made that.
And on top of it, it was short.
Wow. Man, it was. That's what I be telling these teams. Like, got to invest in kickers, man. You got to pick them in the 6th or 7th round of the draft. I don't know why these teams don't be picking.
Sure, but did that look like the kick got blocked?
Let me see. I think it did. I think it did.
Hand off
Yeah,
to
I think.
McCaffrey. And he's going to get to the 49-yard, 48 of the Panthers for a pickup of 5. I'm really not going to give a rat's ass for the whole Monsters Inc. thing next week. According to ESPN, it didn't get blocked. It was just short. I mean, seriously, bad enough they did it with The Simpsons last year. But why Monsters Incorporated? Christian McCaffrey today, 87 rushing yards, 53 reception yards, and a touchdown. 2:34 to go, 2nd and 5 at the Panther 48. This game's just about over anyway, as it is. Pitch to McCaffrey. He's going to cut a bit, and he's only going to get 2. And Carolina will waste their final timeout. All San Francisco needs is a first down coming out of the warning. We look at the playoff picture. Carolina will fall to 6-6. San Francisco will leapfrog the Packers and go to 8-4. And if the season were to end today, they would be going to Chicago. They'd be going to Philadelphia. Detroit will face Green Bay. Whoever wins that will get the last wild card spot on Thanksgiving Day. Dallas playing against and likewise in the 4-o'clocker, Dallas will be playing a team that is also circling the wagons, which I didn't expect this year with Kansas City.
Right. Hey, football, that's why they play the games. Look good on paper, but
3rd and 3 from the 46. Fake of the handoff. It's going to reverse. 1 yard short. Ricky Pearsall. And we're going to go to the warning. 2 minutes left. 20-9, San Francisco. I mean, in all honesty, I had picked San Francisco to win this game. At least for as bad as I'm doing in the fantasy league, at least in the pick'em league, I come off as marginally competent. Sitting in the top 10 in that spot. The big question with the Friday night Black Friday game is, how is the deadly alliance between Philadelphia and Chicago finally going to break?
right.
And yes, I did use a Mortal Kombat reference. Not that many people will remember that game. The game where the writers decide, you know what? For our first game in 5 years, let's kill off Liu Kang, have Shang Tsung and Quan Chi form an alliance to revive a long-forgotten ancient outworld emperor that was never mentioned or explained in the lore of the previous games. And basically have the champions of Earthrealm and Outworld lose to the Deadly Alliance. Which leads into the events of deception, where one idiot fueled by hubris that even eclipses Kung Lao's hubris inadvertently revives the Dragon King. He becomes a pawn for said ancient ruler, the Dragon King Onaga. Gathering the tools of the Elder God so he can merge the realms into one and revive the entity known as the One Being.
Yeah, after this 2 minute, San Francisco gonna run that to get that first down. They're gonna do a Purdy push, right? Gonna put a Purdy push to get the first down.
To be fair, it's not really much of the tush push. It's just basically
A quarterback sneak, whatever it is. Right.
Yeah, he just doesn't have the tight end or fullback pushing into the bat.
Mm-hmm.
In a last quarter moon, or waxing crescent tonight. I mean, I've gone through a lot of shit this year in terms of my streams. 7 hours with the 500 because of rain delays. 5 hours with Detroit versus Seattle in baseball. Almost 7 hours with Game 3 of the World Series. Well, they're going to let Jerzik take the snap here.
You should.
Yeah. Nope.
They're trying to get him off sides. They try to get him off sides.
San Francisco burned their second time out.
Yeah, I mean, they already passed the midfield. They might as well just go for it and get that first down, man, and just be done with it. Get the first down. That's probably what they're gonna do. They're gonna see if see if they could get them off the draw them off sides first.
And I screwed up on making another dish for my cookbook today.
Oh yeah.
Turkish yogurt fluff. Basically, you take about a small carton of yogurt. I forgot 2 tablespoons of heavy cream, a tin of mandarin oranges, about an ounce or so, teaspoon of sugar, and then you throw in a dop of whipped cream on top. And there's the sneak. 49ers win.
That's all she wrote, folks.
Picks up 2. Panthers fall back to the 500 doldrums at 6-6. About to be 6-7. And no, I am not going to do that damn TikTok meme. Seriously, you know TikTok's responsible for brain rot, right?
Yeah. 49ers get away with a win, but hey, good win for the 49ers.
I mean, Purdy didn't make it easy at first with how erratic he was at the start. But he did manage to calm it down.
Well, hey, Panthers could look back on this game and see where they lost the game at. But them
Next
turnovers,
up
they
is San
could.
Francisco, Cleveland, at home against Cleveland. Bye week, then they get Tennessee, Indianapolis, Chicago, and they close it out in Seattle. You would see it at home with Seattle. So basically, 4 of the remaining 5 are going to be homies. They only wrote their road finale, week 16 in Indianapolis on Monday night. Final score, San Francisco 20, Carolina 9. Purdy goes 23 of 32 for 193 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 3 picks. Bryce Young won 18 of 29 for 169 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. And 49ers have now tied Pittsburgh for the most Monday Night Football wins at 54. One sack against Bryce Young for 8 yards. Ground game was all San Francisco, 147 to 69. McCaffrey with 24, 89 and a touchdown for the 49ers. Donald 6 for 38 receiving. Donald also led the Panthers at 4 for 36. So was Terrell McMillan with a 35 yards and a touchdown. George Kittle 6 for 78 and no touchdowns. Juwan Jennings 5 catches for 41 yards and a touchdown. Oh boy. But in any case, this game ends soundly in favor of San Francisco. I mean, it was the key here was clock management. Or rather, abuse of the clock. San Francisco held the ball for 37 minutes and 42 seconds to the Panthers' 22 minutes and 18 seconds. Jesus. 4 penalties for 30 yards against Carolina, 2 penalties for 6 against San Francisco. Third down efficiency, 7 of 13 for San Francisco, 1 out of 7 for Carolina. 23 to 12 in first downs in favor of San Francisco. 70 plays to 43 plays in favor of San Francisco. Carolina basically got skin. The Cats got skin tonight. Thanks for coming on in the 11th hour, Man Cave.
Hey, no problem, bro.
I just wish the rest of the guys would bother showing up on a basis when they can, like you do.
Yeah, I was just finished doing the Knicks game, man. You know what I'm saying? So got that dub. But hey, maybe some other time, man. Hey, there's always gonna be another game, man.
Next up on my docket would be Buffalo against Pittsburgh. If you want to join in for that.
Yeah, all right, we'll see. What's that on Sunday?
Yeah, CBS 425, my usual time slot.
Yeah, I gotta see if the Knicks playing that day, but I'll check it.
I don't think they are. If they do, it's like at around. I'll double check.
Yeah.
Let's see, Knick game, November the 30th. Oh, they do 6 o'clock against Toronto.
Yeah, I'll be calling that game. Yeah. Yeah, RJ Barrett makes his return back and that quickly.
Yeah, with a much improved team for the Prodigal Sons.
Uh-huh. We the North. We the North. Great stream, Mets.
Thanks. Comment, like, and subscribe to the Man Cave. Myself, other members of both the Hardcore and Aboriginal Sports Networks. He's the S God. I'm Mets2128. Goodbye and good effing night. Bang. See you Friday for War Games predictions on the Mega Mets podcast, folks. And can someone get Pat
Peace.
to get me a commercial ad for the network for once?
Yeah, you probably got to ask him for it. Ask him to do you one. He'll do it.
I know, but I'm just saying it feels like I'm on the low man on the totem pole in the group.
You ain't.